Hello BookTube, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and I've got a little book haul for you. Believe it or not, I only have 6 books in this book haul. I don't think I've ever done a book haul this small on my channel, but I have a nice little variety of books and they all came from someplace different, which means that from each of these locations, I only walked away with 1 book instead of a bag full, and that is amazing. So let me show you what I got. Just recently, I made a special trip to the closest used bookstore to me because I wanted to get the book for our Book One Cozies Club for January. One of the picks is to read Pretty Poison, which is the first in the Peggy Lee Garden Mystery Series by Joyce and Jim Lavene. I have books 2 and 3 of that series, and rather than get the first one from the library, I thought I should just go ahead and try to get the first one, so that way when I get ready to pass them on to someone else, I'll have books 1, 2, and 3 at least that I can give them. So I was excited to get it, and it looks fun. It says it even has gardening tips included. It is about Peggy Lee, who is a botanist and a detective's widow and the owner of the Putting Shed, an urban gardener's paradise in downtown Charlotte. That's all I know about the series, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Then at my own library, I was walking through the lobby to go and pick up the books I had on hold, and I noticed that somebody had laid this book on the counter right next to the Friends of the Library room. It was the only one laying there. Usually if people put things there, it's because they want to donate them. And I saw that it was a book from a series that I already have acquired some of, and I just decided to go ahead and pick it up. I went ahead and went to the car and got 50 cents and went in and paid for it. Because it wasn't on the sale shelf yet. It was just in the donation area. And it's called Cooked Goose. It's book 4 in the Savannah Reed Mystery Series by G.A. McKevett. I don't have books 1, 2, and 3 of this series. I've got some other books that are farther down in the series that I've just kind of acquired here and there because they looked fun. So I don't really know anything about this series. Most of them seem to be food related, and this one looks like maybe it's Christmas themed. So these look fun, and most of them, at least the ones I have a cat on the cover. So of course. This one I picked up at my little free library that I showed you in one of my Vlogmas vlogs. I was straightening it out the other day, and somebody had donated quite a few books, and so it was kind of a mess, and I was lining them all up, getting them straightened out, and I noticed that this book was there, and I remembered that this was one of quite a few Christmas themed books that I put in there before Thanksgiving. Now, somebody initially had donated this earlier in the year, and usually when people put Christmas books in there, I go ahead and take those out, and then I put them all back in right around Thanksgiving time, just to kind of keep it more seasonal. And this was one of the books that I put in there, and of all of the Christmas books that I had to put in, this was probably the one that I was most interested in reading. And I didn't even notice until I picked it back out of there that it's from the Love Finds You series, and I think this may be a Christian series. I wasn't even aware of this series until not too long ago. I ran across one at a library book sale that was called Love Finds You in Treasure Island, Florida. And because it was Florida, I picked it up, and then when I was hauling it, someone commented about this series. And so this is 2 short stories that are Christmas themed. They're called An Appalachian Christmas and Once Upon a Christmas Eve. And the interesting thing is that this was the only Christmas book left in the little free library of all the books I put in there that were Christmas themed, including children's books and adult books and from every genre. This was the only Christmas book that I could find that was left in there. And this is really the only one that I was really interested in reading. So it's like God just left it there for me, and so I took it back out, and I'm going to keep it. It's not in the greatest of condition. It's got a little bit of water damage the first few pages, but it's okay. I don't mind that, and I think it's going to be a great book to read. Now, on the same day that I went to the used bookstore to get Pretty Poison, I also stopped by a local library that was not far from the school where I had been subbing, and I found that they had an Emilie Richards book that I didn't have. This is one of the books in the Happiness Key series. It's called Sunset Bridge, And Emilie Richards is most known for her romance, but I think that this book may be more predominantly about female friendships. I think there probably is some romance woven in, but I am really excited to get to this. I've only read one Emilie Richards book so far. It was the first one of the Shenandoah album series. All of the books that I have seen of hers just look really good, and so I was excited to get this one. It was only $1. And then I found this at the Dollar General store. I ran in the other night after work. Katie wanted me to pick up something, and right by the checkout I noticed that they had a few books, and they were $2. This one is called No Book But the World. It's a novel by Hager Cohen. I've never heard of this, and what caught my attention is that it is about two siblings growing up together, and one of them possibly has autism. Since I have a daughter with autism, I enjoy reading other types of literature that has to do with that subject. So for $2, a brand new book, I couldn't resist picking it up. Now I am excited to tell you that I have a prize unpackaging. I won a giveaway from Laurie. She's the ReadingMomof5. That's her channel name, and I will link it down below. She was getting close to 100 subscribers recently. She had just bought a copy of Heartless and then opened her Crate box, and there was another copy of Heartless. So she decided to do a giveaway, and I won. I was so excited because I keep seeing a lot of my friends on BookTube that are reading it, and I really can't wait to get to it. I went ahead and opened it because A, I have no self-control, and B, I knew it was going to be several days before I was going to get around to doing any kind of a book haul video. So I decided to go ahead and open it, but I want to show you what I got. Now, she packaged it so nicely because if you've ever watched one of her videos, her backdrop is all of her crafting and scrapbooking supplies. So I was not surprised that she packaged it in such a fun and festive way. This cute polka dot wrap. But what I was surprised about was that she put extra stuff in here. So one thing that she sent me besides the book is this cute little, I guess it's like a makeup bag or pencil pouch or whatever I want to use it for. It's this cute little pouch, and it says handmade by Laurie. So she made this, and it's adorable. And then this really super cute card, which she also made. Two bookmarks that say Lizzie Faye Loves Books. How cute is that? And she also gave me one of her Crate cards that I can use as a bookmark. So I will probably use it as a bookmark in this book, and it's beautiful. Now I believe this is the book that she purchased because the edition in the Crate box is white. But I am just excited to have any edition because, as you can probably figure out, I'm probably too cheap to buy it new. But my daughter is here laughing at me because she says, yes, it's true. But I am just thrilled. And so thank you, Laurie, so much. And if you have not ever watched any of her videos, you must go and check her out. She is awesome. She does a lot of books for review, and I don't know how she reads as much as she does because, as her channel name would indicate, she is a mom of 5. I'm a mom of 2, and I have a hard time getting anything done. So I am just completely impressed by her, and you must go and check out her channel. So this is my haul, my Happy New Year haul. 6 books and some wonderful goodies, and I just thought I would show them off. So I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you. And Katie wanted me to show off her cat. This is Morris. I can't remember if we put him in a video recently or not, but this is the most laid-back cat I've ever met in my life, and he is a really sweet cat.